small test. I'm just forwarding it on your WhatsApp to both of you. And once you are done, so let's see if we will get some time, we can do some questions. Sorry, actually I was not well. I just forgot about the test. So I've sent a test paper to both of you, if you can see. Yeah, Hamna, is it accessible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's, I think half an hour, let's keep half an hour. I think you should be able to do. Fine, Harsha, have you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so please do. So at 8:05, I'll just ask you if you have done or not.
Ma'am, in the eighth question, is it 20x or 2ax?
Yes, Harshit. Which eighth question, right? Let me see.
Ma'am, your voice is low.
Yes, Harsha. Eighth question, right? Yeah, if
Yes, ma'am.
x plus a is a factor of 2x square plus 2ax plus 5x plus 10, find a.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Hamna, have you done the test? Yeah, Hamna, can you hear me? Harsha, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Hamna is not respond. Is she in the class? I think she has left. Okay, yeah, she's not here right now. So anyway, Harsha, I'll just go through the test paper. But one thing I have noticed in the first answer, that 0 is that value of the variable. So you have written for which the equation becomes 0, right?
Yes.
So please understand there is a difference between the equation and a polynomial. Basically, you have to write for which the polynomial becomes 0. See, this is, for example, 2x square plus 2x plus 3. This is a polynomial, right? And 2x square plus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. This is the equation. So these two are different things. And 0 is that value of x. Now, forget about this. Now, if you put some value of x here, for that value of x, if ultimately like equal to, and you're getting a 0. So there's no equation, right? You're simply putting the value of x and ultimately your polynomial is becoming 0, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so not equation, polynomial, that's it. Just a minute, let me just text her and ask if she's rejoining or not.
Ma'am, and I also have a doubt in the worksheet for arithmetic progressions.
Okay, yeah, please.
Ma'am, question number 13.
Just a minute. Question number 13. Can you share a picture or something right now? Let
Ma'am, I'll check
me see.
once.
Can you just read the question if you have it right now?
Ma'am, I'm sending the pic.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. So question number 13.
Yes, ma'am.
Divide 56 in 4 parts in AP such that the ratio of the product of their extremes to the product of their means. Actually, I did not give this question. It is given here by mistake. Sorry, I mean, I just sent the questions to the Learnivio office now. There, somebody has typed it wrong. Okay, Harsha, like give me time to solve it. Anyway, this question is not the one which I gave, and I think it is out of your syllabus also.
Okay, ma'am.
So I'll just think about it. So I'll send you the solution. Okay, so Hamna has left, but anyway, we are going to proceed further. So we have finished 5.2, right? Or some questions are remaining. I think we have finished the exercise, right?
Yes, ma'am, we have.
If we have finished. So now today we have to start with the 5.3 exercise, which I think earlier also we skipped. So this deals with the sum of terms, right? Sum of n terms of an AP, right? Now what is sum? So basically, for example, you have the AP looks like this. Let's say 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. This is an AP, right? As you can see, the first term is 3, the common difference is 2. So for this kind of AP, we have already learned like how to find the nth term. I can find the 15th term, I can find the 20 terms like that. But if I write it like this, 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 and plus, like for example, up to 15th term I have written. So I want to find the sum of first 15 terms. So how will I find it? Understood? So I'm just adding the terms. So yeah, so I have a formula for this. So sum of n terms, it is n by 2 and then 2a plus n minus 1 into t. So this is the formula for finding the sum of n terms of an AP. So first 10 term, first 100 terms, that way you can find, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now if my AP looks like this, for example, the same AP 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and ultimately I have given the last term. For example, let's say the last term is 73 or something, right? Okay. So in such kind of AP where there is a last term given, so the formula can be modified. Like how? I can write it like this. It becomes like n by 2. And this 2a, can I break it like a plus n minus 1 into t, right? Now,
Yes,
if you look at it combined, so this is your nth term, right? So a by 2, so a plus an, correct?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So ultimately, the term which is given to you, it's actually your nth term because you don't know how many n, like what is n, how many terms are there that you don't know. So ultimately, this last term is actually your nth term, which we can denote by L here, right? So the formula reduces to this, A plus L. So L is nothing, I mean the last term which is given, right? So if last term is given in the AP, so you can directly use the formula n by 2 A plus L, that's it. So you do not require D here in this case.
Okay, ma'am.
So these are the two formulas. Let's do some questions. First, 5.3.
Ma'am, so we'll denote the nth term by L, right?
I mean, depends upon the question. Like if this kind of AP is given, then obviously you will take this term as L, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So we will come across question, then you will understand where to use A and where to use L.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So exercise 5.3. First question, if I see, let me take, I think, third part, right? It's direct use of the formula, nothing else. So 0.6, first part is easy. So 1.7, 2.8, and like that. So you have to find the sum up to 100 terms. So basically what you have to find S 100, right? Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
first of all, note down how much is your A. A is 0.6. Then how much is your D? That is 1.7 minus 0.6. So it should be 7 minus 1 and 1.1, right? Okay. So write the formula. So Sn is n by 2, then 2a plus n minus 1 into D. So because last term is not there, so I'll use this formula. S100 is equal to 100 divided by 2, and then 2 into 0.6 plus then 100 minus 1 into D is 1.1. Now rest is all calculations. That's it. Okay, so 100 by 2 is 50. 2 into, so let me remove the decimal. So 6 by 10 plus, that is 99 into 11 by 10, right? Okay, so 50 into, so 12 by 10 and plus, how much is 99 into 1? Into 11, sorry. So 18, 1089, right? So you take LCM, 50 into 10 is the LCM, and that becomes 12 plus 1089. So your S100 is equal to 9 and 2, 11, 8 and 1, 9 and 10. So 1101 divided by 10, right? And then 15. So this 10 goes, now multiply by 5. So S100 is 5505.
Done, ma'am.
So similarly, can you do the rest of the 3 parts?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just put it in the formula and do it. Second question now. Find the sum given below. So first 7 plus 10 1 by 2, then plus 14 and plus 84. Yeah, so here you can see the last term is given. Understood? Now
Yes, ma'am.
what is A? A is 7 and D is, you can do this 10 1 by 2 and minus of 7, right? So this is equal to 21 by 2 and minus of 7. So take LCM, 21 minus 14,
7 by 2.
7 by 2. So D is 7 by 2. Yeah, okay. Now you write this formula. Let's say Sn is equal to n by 2 A plus L. But there's a problem here. You don't know what is n, right? Like for how many terms you are finding the sum. You don't know how many terms are there in this AP, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you know A, you know L. D was actually not required. So anyway, we have found it, no problem. But it was not required in the formula because if you have a last term formula, so at least here you do not require D, right? But I
Yes.
don't know N. Now for N, ultimately I have to go back to the formula. So let the nth term is equal to 84 and I'll find the N first of all. Understood?
Okay, ma'am.
So that will give me how many terms are there in the AP. So I'll come to know that how many terms I'm finding the sum. So that is A plus N minus 1 into D is equal to 84. So now I'm going to use my D here, okay? So A is 7 plus N minus 1 into D is 7 by 2 is equal to 84. Now you solve it. So N minus 1 into 7 by 2 is 84 minus 7, how much? 77, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So N minus 1 is 2 into 77 divided by 7. N minus 1 is, okay, this is 11. 11 into 2 is 22. So N is 23, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So n is 23. Now you can find S23 ultimately. So S23 is 23 divided by 2 and A is 7. Last term is 84. So now you will be able to find it. So in this kind of question, like last terms of ultimately you have to find n. Like the first step will be to find n and then Sn. So you have seen both the formula, the application of both the formula, how you have to use it. Now the third question is a mixed question. Let's come to third question now. So ultimately in this chapter, like how many things you will be dealing with A, right? Then D, then N, then AN, then SN, last term. I mean, these are the things you are dealing with so far, nothing else, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
some will be given, some will be asked. Ultimately, these are the three formula you are using, and the term formula and two formula for the sum. Now, first part, A is 5 and D is 3, AN is 30, no, sorry, 50, and you have to find N, you have to find SN, right? Okay. So something will be given to you. You have to start from there. Now you can see AN is given to me, correct? So you start with the AN formula. So AN is A plus N minus 1 into D. Now AN is already given 50 is equal to, so A is given, that is 5 plus N minus 1, D is also given. So this will give you N. 50 minus 5 is 45 and divided by 3 is equal to N minus 1. Then it is 1 and 5, 15 plus 1, 16 is equal to N, right? So you have got N from here. I mean, I'm skipping the steps. Please do it stepwise. So 16 is equal to N. So this I've got. Now Sn you can find. So Sn is, again start the formula. So N by 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 into D. So I want to find S16. That is 16 by 2, 2 into 5 plus 16 minus 1 into D. Now please solve it. How much is S16? Tell me. Yeah, Harsha. How much is SN? S16?
Ma'am, 440.
440, right? Okay, second part. Let's see what we have here. Now A is 7, right? Then A13 is given 35. And you have to find D, you have to find S13, right? So we start from this information which is given. So start with the AN formula. AN is A plus N minus 1 into D. Okay, so I know A13. So A13 will be A plus 13 minus 1 into D, right? So A13 is already given 35. A is given 7 plus 12 into D. So from here I can find my D, right? 35 minus 7 is 28. So 28 divided by 12 is equal to D. And this will be, oh, okay, this will be, who is this? Yusuf, I think. Just a minute. Okay, so 28 by 12 is how much, Harsha, if you reduce it to simplest form? So divide by 2 first of all. So 1 and 4 and 6, right?
7 by 3.
7 by 3 is my D. So you have got your D. Ultimately, you have to find S13. Now you can find by using the formula.
Yes.
Okay. So S13 means your N is 13. So that N you know, D you know, A you know, put everything and find S13.
Ma'am, we won't need D, right?
But D was actually asked in the question. Yeah, that is why we have found it.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, in SN formula, there's no D. No. D is there, right? You are, which formula? You are using this now? N by 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 into D.
A plus L, right? Because we already know A13.
No, A13 is not the last term. Who is saying that there are only 13 terms in the AP? This is one of the term which is given. That's it. We have used that information to find D.
Ma'am, like, but we need the sum till 13, right? So.
Okay, yeah, that way you can do. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So if A13 is known, yeah, so that you can take to, I mean, you can check from both the formula if you wish, you will get the same answer. Yeah, good. So what I was trying to explain is it's not always necessary that you are given the last term. It might be given that A12 is something and then you have to find S15. So in that case, you will have to use this formula, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you can do this one. Again, third part I'm leaving. It is looking quite similar, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I think fourth part also you can give it a try. Okay, let me do the fourth part. Now in the fourth part, you see A3 is given, that is 15, okay. Then S10 is given, that is 125, right? So you have to find D and you have to find, A10, right? Now in this kind of question, see, you don't know what is A, you don't know what is D. Both of the things are unknown. In all the four parts, like previous parts, at least A or D, one of them was given in the question. So one by one, we will make use of this thing. A3 is 15. So A3 means A plus 3 minus 1 into D, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I mean, you can mention the formula also before this. 15 is equal to A plus 2D. So nothing else you can do. This is your equation number 1. And then you will make use of this information. So Sn is again n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. Sn, so S10 is given, that is 10 by 2 into 2A plus 10 minus 1 into D. S10 is 125 is equal to, so this is 5 into 2A plus 9D, right? Divided
Yes,
by
ma'am.
5. So 5 into 2 and then 25 is equal to 2A plus 9D. So ultimately you are going to get two equation in two variables, linear equations in two variables. Right?
Yes.
So you will solve them. I'm not solving it. You will solve them. You will get A, you will get D. Right? So once you find your A and D, you can find A10, right?
Yes.
Okay. So in this kind of question where A is also not given, D is also not given. So two informations will be given. So you will be getting linear equations in like two equations. You will have to solve for A and D. Again, fifth question, D is given, S9 is given. So I think you can do it.
Ma'am, in that when we subtract 1 from 2, they won't cancel, right?
First, you have to
Both the
multiply.
variables.
Yeah, so for that, you have to use, you have to make at least one variable same. So multiply this whole equation by 2.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, so you will get another equation that is 30. You write here that multiplying equation 1 by 2. So 30 is equal to 2a plus 4d. So that will be your equation number 3. So ultimately, you will solve 2 and 3.
Okay, ma'am.
Just subtract 2 from 3 or 3 from 1, then you solve it. Or you can use method of substitution also. If you don't want to use elimination method, just find the value of a from here, put that value in 2 and then solve it. So, okay, then you can complete it. Now, fifth part also, I think you can do. D is already given. S9 is 75. Let me give you hints and then I'll leave the calculation part. Okay.
Okay.
Fifth part. So D is already given. And what is given? S9 is given, that is 75. So A and A9 you have to find, right? Sn. So start with the formula. S9 is 9 by 2 into 2a plus 9 minus 1 into d is 5, right? So how many variables are there? Only a. S9 is 75 is equal to 9 by 2 into 2a plus 8 into 5, that is 40. So you can solve it for a. Ultimately, you will get a. Then d also you can find a9.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So Arsha, I'll have to stop here because I have my next class now. Just give a try to rest of the parts also if you are able to do it. Otherwise, you have to
Okay,
take a
ma'am.
minute. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, bye. Thank you. Yes, hello Zainab, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just wait for 2-3 minutes for the other students to join. So I think 2 questions were remaining in that chapter.
Yes.
Okay, let us finish them.